Here's problem number 16. Pretty straightforward. We are given that the probability of either going to the emergency room or the operating room is 85%. The probability of not going to the emergency room is 25%. We are given that the probability of going to the emergency room or the operating room are two independent events, which means that the product of their individual probabilities is equal to the probability of their intersection. And spoiler alert, the answer is 0.4. Let me rub that out of there and show you how I got it. The probability of going to the operating room is what we're asked to find. So let's draw out a Venn diagram. Let this circle represent the probability of going to the emergency room, and here the operating room. And let's fill in what we know. Probability of E or O is 85. So everything outside both circles has got to be 0.15. Probability of E, or rather the probability of not E, is 0.25. So everything outside of circle E has got to be sum totaled up to 25. 15% is captured here, or 15 of that 25 is captured here, which means a 0.1 goes there. And I'll use an X to represent the intersection value and a Y to represent the probability of going to the emergency room and only going to the emergency room. So let's create some statements here that we can use to solve the problem. We know that X plus Y is equal to 75 because if the probability of not E is 0.25, then the probability of E being inside circle E, the sum of X and Y, has got to be 0.75. We have this independent statement here. The probability of E, X plus Y, times the probability of O, X plus 0.1, everything inside circle O, is equal to the intersection, which we're using X. So we can do a substitution straight away. X plus Y is 0.75, so 0.75 times X plus 0.1 equals X. Distribute 0.75X plus 0.075 equals X. Subtract 0.75X from both sides, we get 0.075 equals 0.25X. Divide both sides by 0.25, and we get 0.3 equals X. So let's just remove the X, replace it with 0.3, and now we can answer our question. The probability of going to the operating room, either the operating room and only the operating room, or both the operating room and the emergency room, is 0.3 plus 0.1 for 0.4. Everything inside circle O. The correct answer here is D.